mother said to them, "Good work, but move that fountain to the middle and make it straighter. It's crooked." 立派なお屋敷が出来上がった頃に証人はまた太郎の家を訪ねました。
We have a lot of Japanese children. About 25% of each class is Japanese in the lower grades. So we are always working hard to create an environment that is about understanding diversity and for the Japanese children to feel at home here and a place that the rest of the children will also welcome these residents here. If you have a Japanese partner or if you have somebody that might be able to help you, maybe you can practice with someone else, one person to read in English and one person to read in Japanese.
The special part about Kamishibai, or some of the special parts, are using the box like a stage and putting the words on the back so that the audience only sees the pictures.
The Kamishibai project is a paper play. It actually means paper play. The idea is that it is a book that is presented in a little stage, and the children or whoever is reading from behind, and then there's an illustration or a page to a book in the front, and the pages flow as the story keeps going. What we have been doing with the second grades is we have asked the children to retell and illustrate the pages to a Kamishibai and make their own.
Tell me again who's here.
That's Taro.
Taro, and who's this?
His wife.
His wife? And what's happening in this page?
Well, they're having a discussion while the kids are playing around.
And how many kids are there?
4.
I don't think we need Sharpies now. Actually, maybe we should color them in marker. The marker is a little bad. Well,
They got it on.
We have talked a lot in the second grade about the need to speak loudly, speak with expression, and speak not too quickly or not too slowly. And so it's a great opportunity to reinforce those skills and to practice presenting skills, which they'll use so much more as they go through the higher grades. Now, if I came upon this Ujigami, the spirit of the town, I think I would be scared. What about you guys? I think I'd be really scared. So here's what you two are going to do. You're going to wait your turn to talk to Akiko-sensei.
Okay? And remember, that's okay, remember that, Taylor, do you want to come and look at your picture in the box first? It looks great. Keep in mind the 3 things that Mr. Norwood said. Speaking clearly, with expression, and loudly.
So many different countries are present here, not just the Japanese culture, which we explore so intensively. I have children in my room whose families are from Russia. I have children in my room whose family is from New Zealand, and one who has close connections with sub-Saharan Africa. There are just so many cultures, and they're not strange for them. And I think when you take away that feeling of something being strange or different, when you introduce a level of comfort, then people aren't afraid of differences that other people might have. And that's one way that we can encourage people to be kind and considerate of people who have differences.
At work tomorrow. Mom, Taro, what did you do? That's why you shouldn't sleep so much, replied his mother.
Great job. Now, Satomi. Right there.
太郎のお母さんは急いで太郎のところまで戻り、太郎話があるわと言いました。明日からあんたの仕事が始まるんだよ。何？なんでそんな？寝ている間に決まったことは仕方がないわねとお母さんは得意げに答えました。
Good job, girls. Great job. You can imagine if someone can't speak English that it must be tough to teach them. But you can't really know that on a day-to-day, hour-to-hour, minute-to-minute basis until you're there and you're trying to get them to add 5 and 5, and you don't always have someone around who can translate for them. Particularly, I would think, in other school districts where it's kids from many, many different countries, and the resources just simply aren't available to have a Spanish translator and a German translator and a Cambodian and a Vietnamese, and on it goes. So you have to find a way to talk to them. That's far and away the most difficult challenge, and if anybody had been able to give me techniques and tools for communicating to those children on that first day, that would have been invaluable.
息の真ん中にダメもっとまっすぐに斜めだわとブツブツ言いました。
All right, great job. And that was their first time in front of a group. So that's a great job. So just a few comments now about the way they spoke or the picture. What I would say about multicultural education, in addition to other aspects of educating a whole child, is they don't take away from the education of the child. They add to that education, and for that reason alone, they're vitally important. Perhaps if we can teach a child nothing else, we should teach them to read. But we'll no doubt aspire to much higher goals, much higher objectives, and we can, and you will be able to find time to teach them about culture and other aspects of educating a whole child.